Hey guys, welcome back to the Unfiltered Gamer series video, our first of the series, and it's after the campaign series part 1, which I'm going to be detailing all the different games I've received after the Kickstarter campaign. So I originally had these prototypes, and now they've sent me the final version of the product. Not everybody does this, but when they do, I want to give a video out that's going to kind of show what you could have gotten, or if you did purchase it, what you're going to get from the games that I have here. And finally, we have Naval Battle in Archipelago. I hope I said that right. But this is the expanded version of the game by Triangle System. So what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to show you a top-down view of all the different games, show you the component quality, and tell you how I feel about each of the different components that have been added to the game, removed, or how they have been changed from the original prototype, and how it has progressed up until the final production copy of the game, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Alright, let's go and look at the games. So now we have Predrag Ludwig and Dragan Lozovic, I hope I said that right, apologize if I didn't. The Triangle System of Naval Battle in Archipelago, expanded version. Let's go ahead and take a look. So as you see, it comes with a plethora of things. These are all the different things you'll be getting for each of the different sides, I guess is what you'd call it. These are different ships, different fighters, bombers, you got blimps in here, all these things. So there's no, obviously as you can see, there's no back side, there's just a front side here. But you get a plethora of them. They're nice thick tiles. They don't seem like they're going to warp or bend or anything like that. They're pretty good. And you get a lot in this box. This is the deluxe version, or the expanded version, I should say, of the game. And as you can see, this box is filled to the brim. This is all just all the different warships and whatnot. And every single one of these, this also comes with a little timer here, a little round countdown timer, seems to work pretty well. But all of them have their own unique ships and whatnot. And as you can see, each of these things comes in the box. And you're going to get, let's see here, what do we got here? These things you get for your ships, as well as for like flying planes and whatnot. And you're going to be getting these things here. These are things for the planes, so they look like they're higher in the sky, and you're going to get more of these little things to attach these ships to. There's going to be dice added. Each of you has your own pads for hiding where your coordinates are for the different submarines and whatnot. Basic simple pads, as well as cards that will show you where the landmines are, attacking aircraft, all that kind of stuff. As you can see, here's like landmine locations here. So a little deck of cards. You're also going to be getting front, but no back, pieces to attach. There are 2 different maps in the game, and as you can see here, you've got the area of the terrain where you're likely to sink and leave wrecks, or in the deeper ocean. You've also got these red markers which show the different island areas. Nice, good, vibrant color, and easy to tell the difference, especially on this map, is easier than this one, or sorry, this one over here, harder to tell, but you can see them here. But on this map, it's very visible to see where there's more shallow water. And you have 2 big maps. And like I said before, you have the ships here, as you can see. It comes with actual ships, and as well as little planes. Hopefully, I'll take some of these out, and hopefully you guys can see them. But there's tons of them. There's probably about, I don't know, almost 100, I imagine. But you got all the different types of ships, and they're all very unique. See here, every single piece of miniature I got didn't come broken. Everything looked really well, but they're very, very small. But it's kind of meant like for that, so that way you can put it on the board. And they kind of go on these little spots here. But yeah, it looks good, especially when you have it all set up with all the different unique ships. It's beautiful. So tons of good stuff in here. There's a plethora of things, and it also tells you what is in each of the little baggies here. And yep, even more. There's just more miniatures here. There's dice in here that you have to put together. And finally, as you can see, there's these little things you're going to cut out. Now, these are a pain in the butt, in my opinion, because you have to cut out these little stickers here and attach them to the miniature so you can tell the difference between one ship or another. And there's also these things here, which if you don't want to use the miniature ships, you can use this. You simply cut these out and you fold them just like this says, and then you put them on the bottom of those little attachment thingies, and that makes your different ships. So if you want to use this, you can do it, or the miniatures. And I'm guessing depending on the version of the game or variant of the game you get is what you're going to be, how you're going to be putting this together. One thing I can say is putting this back into the box is a pain in the butt. They should have made it just an inch or so bigger, but because of that, this thing squishes together and it's hard to get in. Overall, though, you get a ton of stuff in this game, so there's a good amount of variety, and it plays very well. A simple war game that teaches you more and more as you go, but as you can see, just a ton of stuff in this game, and a ton of different components and the markers and all this other good stuff. The naval battle, but in Archipelago, right? As you can see, I did not put it back together yet. There is a ton of pieces. So you have the good and the bad. The good is there's a ton of components in the game, and you're never going to find yourself not having fun with all the different pieces. If you like war games specifically, it's going to be definitely up your alley. However, the box is just far too small for all the components. It takes way too long to put it back together. I'm almost thinking about throwing this out and putting it into an actual box because it just makes my life a lot easier. However, the components are really cool. I was so surprised with the miniatures, how there's so many different types of planes and whatnot, and I like the little additive putting the plastic between the plane and then you got the base so the plane looks like it's flying around. Really cool, unique little war game. I don't really like war games all that much, but for some reason this game has got me really interested in playing more of them. The art it's not bad, but I wouldn't call it good either. I mean, it's way better than I could do, so I guess it would be subjective for you, but it's decent. And I think I'm going to have to get it reboxed, especially because of all the extra stuff. Now, mine is the expanded version. I'm sure there's a deluxe and a basic version, and I can't really account for those. But for this one, too much stuff in such a small box. But too much stuff is also a good thing, right? I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, guys, I look forward to seeing you next time.